Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who's coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the court. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, still listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut you short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live all through your speakers, go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckheischer here with the Man Hour. Sure to head over to manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise page. Of course, check out the blog section as well. New blog just dropped over there. Mock Draft 3.0 is all live. Guys, mock drafts are all over the board, but you got the best mock draft right here at manhourradio.com. Welcome to day 21 of the NFL offseason, and things are starting to slow down a little bit. Let's just be honest. This is kind of the calm before the storm, right before the draft hits, and there's going to be a lot of visits and a lot of things happening. Really not a lot of things happening, but there's going to be some undertows that are might be cure approachers that are going to be part of the draft. So let's get into some new news before we start the show right now. Is that right? Let's do this music today. Coming in for some new news. Man, my voice is all types of crack right now. UA running back DeWayne McBride has visited the Baltimore Ravens. Of course. TC wide receiver Quentin Johnson is set to make a top 30 visit in Baltimore on Thursday as well. That is today. It is today, isn't it? Yeah, no, today's Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Okay. Virginia wide receiver Devontae Wicks is scheduled to be in Chicago on Thursday as well for a top 30 visit. Texas Tech pass rusher Tyree Wilson, top 30 visit with the Bears as well. Arizona State running back Xavier Valea is scheduled for a top 30 visit for Cincinnati Bengals. This is going to be a theme right here for a little bit here. Dallas Cowboys. TCU wide receiver Quentin Johnson is set to make a Cowboys visit on Tuesday. A very good thing. Liberty outside linebacker Darrell Johnson visited Dallas on Wednesday as well. Green Bay Packers visited with wide receiver Wicks from Virginia. Surprised? No, not at all. Texas Tech pass rusher Tyree Wilson visit with the Texans, visit with the Chiefs. You guys are catching the draft. There's a lot of top 30 draft picks that are visiting with teams. The one thing that has surprised me the most is CJ Stroud visited with the Baltimore Ravens. So keep that in mind when things start to, on draft night, when things start to happen, CJ Stroud has officially visited with the Baltimore Ravens. Does that mean Lamar Jackson is out? Who knows? Who knows? Javier says, what if RG3 will be released? Are you referring to Robert Griffin III? He hasn't played in the NFL for a long time. Anyways, guys, that is it for the new news. New news here on Wednesday edition of Man Hour, day 21 of the NFL offseason. We are going to talk a little bit about John Elway, Travis Kelce, Austin Eckler, and of course, Joe freaking Burrow as well. If you guys haven't done so already, please like, comment, and subscribe, whatever platform you're listening to us on. If it's Facebook, if it's YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, share this with a couple friends. Just sharing is caring at the end of the day. Let's get into the shocked news of the day.
And now, Mike's thoughts.
Yesterday, right here on the Man Hour, we let you guys know that Danny Amendola is becoming an assistant coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. We think they're basically building a Patriots 3.0 over there, or 2.0, whatever kind of version of Patriots that you want to go. Either way, they're basically reconstructing all the glory days in the New England area out there in Las Vegas. But there has been some news that's kind of been popped out a little bit here. As you guys know, Danny Amendola has been linked to HGH and steroid use in the past. So now, as a coach, is he going to bring that into the locker room? Is he going to bring the win by no necessary nonsense to Las Vegas? I will be curious about that, because once a steroid user, always a steroid user, right? Once you're linked with something, no matter if it's good, bad, or indifferent, it's always linked to you, whether it is the truth or not. Clearly, it is the truth, because he was suspended for 6 games, wasn't it? But nonetheless, I will be curious to see if anybody in the Las Vegas gets popped for performance-enhancing drugs here in the next summer, next year. I'd be curious. I'd be curious to see what happens. That's Mike's thoughts. Alrighty, guys, it is time to get into today's show. We're going to talk about John Elway, Travis Kelce, Austin Eckler, and of course, Joe freaking Burrow winning the Man of the Year in Cincinnati over the greatest hippo ever, Fiona. We'll talk into that. Day 21 of the NFL offseason. NFL draft is 3 weeks away. We will be at 313 Bourbon Street in Chicago, draft night. Me, Combs, Fitz, Torrey, Wyatt, all the gang will be there, guys. Be sure to pop into Chicago at Bourbon Street. Say what's up. Get a free t-shirt from BetStamp. Sign up for BetStamp. Get some free money into bet. Oh, it is magic. Bada bing, bada boom. But let's get into today's show. So the first topic that I want to talk about is Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is obviously a 2-time Super Bowl winner. Right now, he is living his best life. He was the host on Saturday Night Live. He is now hosting a music festival called Kelce Fest on draft night at the Amphitheater over there in Bonner Springs in Kansas. You guys have not gone there. It's amazing. It is, I guess you can call it Sandstorm for you old school people. But either way, I want to ask this question. We have seen players like this that have kind of been satisfied with the success that they had in the NFL. And then the next year, they kind of just fall off the face of the earth and we never hear from them again. So is Travis Kelce doing too much this offseason? Do we think he is doing too much and not preparing for the upcoming 2023 NFL season? Travis Kelce Fest. They're doing the live podcast with him and his brother. They're doing Saturday Night Live. We have not seen any workout videos of him being posted or anything just like this. Now, when I first heard about this, when I was first proposed this question last night at work, when we're prepping for the show and like all that stuff, I'm like, no, like he understands how to win. He understands what it takes to get to the Super Bowl and make it back there many, many years, repeatedly AFC championship games, etc. But then I got to sit back and think, I'm like, man, what if he is doing too much? What if Travis Kelce is satisfied of just winning 2 Super Bowls and then kind of just like playing out his career like the last couple years of his contract and riding off into the sunset? As a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I would be pissed off. But as a realist, as a person that has been through the grind over and over and over, sometimes, guys, you just have to let loose. You have to take a month off. You have to take 2 months off. Hell, there's been times when I took 4 months off and didn't prepare for nothing, partied my ass off, had a good time, slept till noon, up till 3 o'clock in the morning. Football was the furthest thing from my mind. And the next year, that was my best season I've ever had. So is Travis Kelce doing too much? Absolutely not. He is not doing too much. Let the man live his life. Let him enjoy the party scene. Let him enjoy. Like, he is doing a great thing for Kansas City. Think about how much money this is going to generate the Kelsey Fest. What if this thing takes off and it's bigger than Lighter Than Life? It's bigger than what's the old rock thing that comes through town every year? What is the name of that? Rock Fest or whatever it is. You know, all those hardcore metalheads and whatnot. Like, what if this is a good thing? Like, I mean, Tech Nine's going to be there. MGK. It just DJ Khaled. No, he is not doing too much. Guys, just stop reaching for this stuff. It's just relax. Simmer down now, you hear? Simmer down now. Simmer down now, you hear? Next up. John Elway. John Elway has officially been relieved of his duties as GM as the Denver Broncos front office general manager. As you guys know, John Elway played 16 seasons as a player for the Denver Broncos, just over 10 years in the front office with the Denver Broncos as well. During his tenure, he won a couple Super Bowls as a player, and he brought a couple Super Bowls to Denver as a GM as well. He brought in Peyton Manning to win 2 Super Bowls. Was it back-to-back, or I can't remember if it was back-to-back or there was a year in between there. He also has brought Russell Wilson in, and obviously brought Sean Payton in before his contract has officially expired. They said, and I quote, "This has been planned for a while." John Elway is 62 years old. Guys, do you think this has really been planned? Why would you, arguably 26 years in a Denver Broncos uniform one way, shape, or the other, would you legitimately let this guy kind of just like walk away without an underlying cause? Was the Russell Wilson the underlining cause, $230 million guaranteed, and shit the bed on this one? Or does Sean Payton want that general manager spot? Was bringing in Sean Payton as a coach, was this a caveat like, hey, John Elway, you got to go, and I'm going to slide into that GM spot? That's what I think it ultimately is. Yes, this could have been talks for a while. Yes, his contract was getting ready to expire. But John Elway had no reason to really get fired whatsoever or not renew his contract. At the end of the day, Sean Payton is the general manager of the Denver Broncos moving forward, and that was the caveat of him coming to Mile High Stadium and becoming the coach of the Denver Broncos. Will this help them in the long term? Probably not. Right now, they are in salary cap hell. They are stuck with Russell Wilson as a mediocre quarterback for next 3 years at least. Can Sean Payton turn him around? Preseasons, this next May till about June or July is a very critical stage for Russell Wilson's growth and Sean Payton's growth. Is Russell Wilson willing to take that step forward and work to be a good quarterback again? Or is he just happy having 13 bathrooms, married to Sierra, and $200 million in his contract or in his bank account? We will see. But do you guys think John Elway will work in the NFL again as a general manager or some type of front office position? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Next up. Austin Eckler. About a month ago, guys, the Chargers running back has requested permission to seek trades to other teams. And the Chargers are like, you know what? Go for it. Go for it. See what is out there. See what you can do. So far, there have been no suitors for Austin Eckler at all. Basically, teams are saying that running backs are a dime a dozen. Austin Eckler wants to get paid. He wants to be the top paid running back in the NFL. Is he a top running back in the NFL? He's probably arguably top 4, maybe top 5. Very, very good running back. However, guys, running backs are a dime a dozen at the end of the day. They're a dime a dozen. Let's just be honest about it. No matter how you split the cake, no matter how you divide the cookie, running backs are a dime a dozen. Hell, the Dallas Cowboys just cut arguably one of the best running backs in the NFL because they didn't want to pay him. So with the draft coming around, there are a couple running backs that are kind of being rumored to be a first-round draft pick. Now, I know my man Wayne G swears up and down you never draft a running back in the first round. But hear me out. Hear me out. If you draft a player in the first round, you have them for at least 7 years. Yes, I know a 4-year deal, 5th-year option, franchise tag. That's 7 years. What is the life of a running back? About 7 years. So what if the new norm in the NFL is to draft a running back in the first round? Trade down late in the draft your guy, that Benji guy from Texas or the guy from TCU. What if the Chargers move down in the draft a running back, let Austin Eckler run? Now they have their guy for 7 years on a rookie deal. Let's just be honest about that. The first four years rookie deal, the 5th year kind of get a little money, right? And then the 6th and 7th year, you can franchise tag them. Running back franchise tag right now is $10 million. Are you going to pay a top running back in the NFL $10 million? Absolutely. Absolutely. Use them and abuse them. Ride them till they're wet, or ride them till they're wore out and put them away wet, right? That will be the new norm in the NFL, I think. Mark my words right here, right now. Let me clear my throat for the people in the back. The new norm in the NFL is going to be trade down in the draft a running back so you have him for 5, 6, 7 years on a rookie deal. That's what people need to do from here on out. That is what they need to do. Moving on. The last topic of the day. Joe Burrow. That's right. Joe freaking Burrow himself has officially won the man or the polarizing figure of Cincinnati of the year. He has finally overtaken the famous hippo, Fiona. That's right. Joe Burrow has finally beat a woman and beat Fiona, the hippo, as the most favorite person in Cincinnati. Guys, how would you feel if you were up for person of the year, player of the year, whatever, right? In your city, state, NFL, the world, right? And you lost to a freaking hippo. If I'm Joe freaking Burrow and I lost to a hippo for the person of the year in Cincinnati, I would have to take that bag of L's and I would have to own it. I would have to go to the zoo every day to see that freaking hippo. What is a hippo doing better than I am? What? Like, come on now. Come on. Right? But guys, it is official. Joe Burrow is the man in Cincinnati. That is going to be it for today, guys. Nice short show here. Trying to get it in before the storms hit here. It was supposed to hit about 2:33 o'clock here. If you guys have been hit by the tornado, stay safe out there. Let me know if you guys need any help via Twitter. At manhour_buck on the old Twitter machine. You can hit me up on Facebook. And of course, always like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We love you. Stay safe. Time to get tornado prepared here in Southern Indiana. We out.